The police command is appealing to the general public to maintain calm as it works to apprehend the suspects.
The police is appealing to the public to assist with information that will lead to the arrest of the perpetrators.
The government has criticized former President John Mahama for his comments to the diplomatic community when he engaged diplomats on the Ayawaso West Wuogon Election.
At a news conference in Koforidua in the Eastern region, the Minister of Information, Mr. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, said Mr. Mahama's comments were unfortunate.
He said by his actions, the former president is counterproductive to the work of the Commission of Enquiry set up by President Akufo-Addo to look into the alleged cases of violence that characterized the by-election.
Former President Mr. John Mahama is said to have showed the diplomats 2 sets of videos, one of which is from a legitimate media house, in which the content is the subject matter of an ongoing Presidential Commission of Enquiry. A second set is made up of 2 videos, which the ex-president claimed were evidence of members of an MPP vigilante group at the funeral of the former MP for Ayawaso West Wuogon. He also claims that the same group provided security for the NPP parliamentary candidate in that by-election. Mr. Nkrumah said government will this week be serving notice to the members of the diplomatic community that 2 of the 3 videos and the narratives of the former president on the said videos are palpably false and designed to tarnish Ghana's hard-won reputation in the eyes of the international community.
The government of Ghana will this week formally put the diplomatic community on notice that the former president peddled some falsehoods when he met with them last week, and they need to take note of what those falsehoods are.
Mr. Oppong Nkrumah described the act by the former president as unfortunate and prejudicial to the work of the committee investigating the incidents of violence at the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency by-election. He pointed out that as one who has occupied the highest office of the land, it is unthinkable that he could make pronouncements that seek to prejudice or undermine the work of a fact-finding committee at a meeting where he had invited diplomats.
The first video, which purports to show some security persons singing and dancing at a funeral, which security persons the former president told them were MPP vigilante men in song and dance at the funeral of the former Ayawaso West Wuogon MP, the Honorable Chamante Jaku, and which security persons he claimed were responsible for the Ayawaso West Wuogon incident at the residence of the NDC's parliamentary candidate is false. Indeed, that video of policemen singing and dancing is a video of actual policemen who had attended the funeral of a fellow police officer, and it had nothing to do with the late Ejakun's funeral. Now, the second video is another video of a convoy of vehicles, and it was shown to them by Mr. Mahama with a claim that again that was a convoy of the MPP candidate in the election, Madam Lydia Al-Hassan, being escorted by the police as well as MPP vigilante men. That is also another falsehood. Indeed, on that day, Madam Al-Hassan did not travel in a security convoy. She moved about in the company of Mrs. Esla Owusu-Ekufo and Deputy Information Minister Mr. Piasenam Hajide. That video is also false and should be disregarded. The third video, which is the video of a legitimate media house, forms part of the subjects that are currently before a Presidential Commission of Enquiry. Again, in that video, Mr. Mahama suggests that it signifies violence at a polling station perpetrated by MPP vigilante men. In the evidence adduced both by the police and the Electoral Commission at the ongoing commission and seen live on TV by the general public, there is no suggestion of violence at any polling station.
He declared that Ghana is regaining its place in the community of nations and that government will not allow any individual or group to dent the collective gains. Mr. Oppong Nkrumah further disclosed that the creation of 6 new assemblies will be inaugurated simultaneously on Tuesday, the 19th of February.